Our first case today is January 26th, 2023. Mr. Spaghetti Peppino versus Theodore Noyes. Okay. Does the plaintiff's counsel have an opening statement?
Yes, Your Honor. We're filing several lawsuits against Mr. Noyes for defamation, destruction, and arson against Mr. Spaghetti's property, as well as numerous accounts of physical, sexual, and emotional harassment that has spanned upon multiple years.
Thank you, Counselor. Does the defense have an opening statement?
Yes, I do. Your Honor, all of these claims are completely false. Zero evidence whatsoever. It's completely fake news.
We were just about to touch on this, Mr. Noyes. Tell us, what do you see here?
Hey, Italian man, I got a good old bottle of milk here for you.
Nice, sir. This isn't milk.
Well, that's very clearly milk. I don't know why you bring this up, especially because it's...
You fed me 2 week-old sperm?
No, it's my certified homemade Noyes milk recipe. Everyone loves it.
You sell sperm to your customers?
Hey, it's more edible than that decorated cardboard you call food.
That's it! Get over here!
You want some of this?
Order in the court! Order in the court! Theodore Noyes, for your many terrible acts against Mr. Spaghetti, you are hereby...
Well, Your Honor, I don't think people should be punished for objectively funny crimes.
You blew up my restaurant.
You ruined my show!
Your show stinks.
Everything about you stinks!
Do we have to physically restrain you both to get order in the court?
He is the most uncivilized gremlin I've met in my entire life. You expect him to
I mean, I'm the most civilized person you've ever met, with a far more stable career, mind you.
We were actually getting to that, Mr. Noyes. We understand you're a film director.
Sure am. Released my latest one back in March of 2024.
We understand that this film, Pizza Tower the movie, was not only created to further defame Mr. Spaghetti, but said film was also said to be full of snuff on him.
Wait, what?
Upon reviewing the footage, we have seen approximately 2,347 innocent unarmed civilians get brutally KIA'd through the film. Illegal use of homemade explosives and weapons were also used to injure 4 individuals, ending the life of a 5th.
But that was just for comedic effect.
Regardless of comedic effect, the families of those civilians are still mourning their deaths to this day. Mr. Spaghetti, would you like to say anything on behalf of the defense?
I thought you'd never ask.
Brother.
Every day for the last 5 years, I've had to actively deal with this little yellow chain smoker. He would break into my house, steal and destroy my belongings, humiliate me in public about my failing business, and trick me into drinking bodily fluids too.
Okay, that last one is your own damn
Keep
fault.
your big trap shut. It's his turn to talk.
Bite me, pipsqueak!
I can barely sleep at night, thinking he could break in and harass me furthermore. And I hate it so much. All I want is the peace and the quiet, and I can run my restaurant. But I can't even have that, because I constantly have to pay repairs to my building.
I gave you money to pay your hospital bills, didn't I?
You're the reason I'm in debt. You didn't pay the bills. You sent them an IOU.
And?
I am $10 million in debt, Noyes.
Half of that is probably your poor spending habits.
Mr. Spaghetti, I would like to remind you that your criminal record isn't spotless. In fact, it's completely the opposite.
What?
We have reports of you destroying a giant pizza tower, gravely injuring 5 individuals, one of them being Mr. Noyes. Furthermore, you were previously arrested in another city, to which you broke out of your cell via a taxi. Twice.
Objection!
Your Honor, everything you've said is true, but it isn't as one-sided as you made it sound.
Meat Rider!
Do explain.
You see, The owner of that tower had been planning to destroy Peppino's restaurant with a giant laser at the top of the tower. I followed him around and tried to get him to be as reasonable as possible, as I knew eventually the law would become a problem. But everyone in there just wanted to have his head on a stick, completely unprovoked. Noyes also took this opportunity to shame and embarrass him as much as possible. And on top of that, Peppino's a very unstable guy, so his manic flight or fight responses usually weren't by choice.
Objection! All of that is fake news. So...
Mr. Noyes, do you have any evidence to validate this claim?
Well, of course I do. I film that fat ass every single day in every single area he's been in for the past 10 years.
You realize doing so without Mr. Spaghetti's consent is illegal, correct?
Wait, what?
You've been filming me for the past 10 years?
Theodore Noyes, I find you guilty on all charges. You will be fined $15 million on behalf of the destruction and trauma you've caused Mr. Spaghetti and many others. You will also be placed under house arrest for the next 7 years and will be doing community service for the next 10.
Why can't you just put him behind bars?
We've had several instances of Mr. Noyes escaping prison, often leaving the building in shambles. We need to keep him somewhere where he won't destroy. And lastly, a restraining order will be filed. Starting next week, you are not to get within 5 miles of Mr. Spaghetti or his property, or you will face further legal repercussions.
Yes!
Objection! How am I supposed to run my show if I can't harass the Italian man?
Overruled.
You can't do this to me! What about his criminal record? We're just going to ignore everything he's done?
Most charges against Mr. Spaghetti will be dropped, as his lawyer stated. Most of his actions weren't out of conscious choice. Court is adjourned.
No!
Finally. Peace. Peace and quiet.